Thank you, Chairman. I'd like to draw the committee's attention to page 26 of the explanatory guidance, where the word summon is there, and I wondered whether it was perhaps a fault in translation, because there are one or two other faults into the English in this, but Mr. Martin has used the word 2 or 3 times in his talk just now. This is a sinister development as far as I'm concerned. The word summon implies force. It means that, as we would see it in Britain, remember, we never had a choice on the Lisbon Treaty or any of the other treaties, they were just imposed on us. But the average British person will now see that a foreigner, as he would perceive it, can come in and force him to attend some sort of hearing. Now, I don't like the sound of that, and what sanctions are going to be used to force one of my countrymen to attend an EU hearing? The other item he raised was whistleblowers, and I hope we're not going to see some sort of contradiction or hypocrisy here, but I'm thinking of Bernard Colony and I'm thinking of Marta Andreasen, who blew the whistle on institutions here and got the sack for their trouble. Thank you.
I'm sorry Mr Agnew finds the word summon sinister. It is there deliberately, it's not there as an accident, it's used in the appropriate manner. We do think, to be effective, we have to have the right to summon witnesses. But I hope this will not be in any way exaggerated in the press. I'm sure Mr Agnew would want to do that in relation to European Union institutions. The man in the Clapham omnibus is unlikely to find an EU official sitting by his shoulder demanding that he comes to Brussels to give evidence. It's likely to be civil servants. The mechanism for calling them would not be through us directly doing it, it would be through the national institutions, and that's the point. To answer Mr Bronze, we actually agree. It is not the European Union who forces individuals to attend. It will not be the European Union or the European Parliament that imposes sanctions. It would be up to national administrations. We would operate through national administrations. So if you want to use the UK example, if a UK citizen refused to cooperate with us, we thought it was an unjustified refusal. We could ask the British judicial system to, if we get agreement for this, to examine the process. It would be up to the British court first to decide whether they had unreasonably refused to cooperate. That would be the first stage. And secondly, if they had unreasonably refused to cooperate, what, if any, sanctions should be applied? And they would be domestic sanctions under UK law, and the same would apply in every other member state. So there's not going to be any supranational EU law in terms of whistleblowing. It would be the domestic law that would apply.